What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and today I thought it's finally time for me to spend all of my skill points. What I wanted to do was kind of get into this and see what the benefits are of having all those skill points in the masteries. You can have a max of 1,000 mastery points in each mastery: Raven, Wolf, and Bear. And I wanted to see if there were any benefits to that. Now, already we know that the game is fairly easy, even on the highest difficulty. You're really not going to have a lot of problems, not too many problems. But I still wanted to do this experiment, and here you're going to join me. So the first step in my experiment was to strip Eivor naked, not because I'm some kind of perv or anything like that, but I wanted to just make sure that no gear was altering anything at all. We wanted to make sure that everything was pretty much clean, that there were no discrepancies, and as you can see in each item I've got 122 points in each mastery. I want to get each one to 200 just to see what'll happen. So we're going to max all that out to 200, which means 800 more in each, and I'll be able to max it out to like 1,000. So I'm looking at what we've got here. We're starting with health is 319, and then we've got armor, weight doesn't matter right now, evasion kind of matters, melee resistance, range resistance, light resistance. Some of these things are not going to matter right now because the masteries only build up certain things, but we're going to pay attention primarily to melee damage, but even more than that, we're going to be paying attention to health, because health is obviously going to be the first thing that we see, and it's going to be the most prominent thing. So we see here Bear Mastery, slight increase to melee damage, resistance, and health, and some of these have assassin damage, the other one has range damage. So we're going to see how this all comes down, like what our damages are going to be. So we'll start with health. We see it's at 319, and we see melee damage is 140.1, and we're going to see how many points will we need to put in order to see a difference. And I kind of feel like the more points we put in, the less we're going to see, or actually the more points that we put in, the more we're going to have to put in to see any sort of difference. So here I just put one in and we see nothing. We'll try another one and take a look. And we still see nothing. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to have to keep putting them in. It just appears like we're putting in a bunch of them and nothing is going down. And the thing that we gotta kind of question is, like, what is that gonna do for anything? What is this really gonna help? Alright, so now we see 0.1 after I put 6 points into that. That is absolutely terrible. We had to use 6 points to see a 0.1 increase. That really doesn't mean a lot. So in order to see anything further, we're going to have to put a lot more. Look at that. I had to put another 6 just to see 0.2. That's actually ridiculous. So we'll put in more. We'll see what ends up happening. 0.3. This is absolutely nuts. So we're going to keep putting this in. Every time we put in 6, it goes. And I'm going to try to see if it even has to go even further beyond that. I kind of anticipate that the further we go along, we'll have to put in more. We'll have to put in like 10 in order to see like a 0.1 increase, which, I mean, I don't need to tell you, that's just going to be completely insane. And honestly, it's going to be a waste of time, honestly. This isn't something that you need to like concentrate to put in. Let's see. Look at that. Almost to like 320. Got to put another 6 more. And there's 320. So that was absolutely ridiculous. We had to put in like 60 points just to see a 1 increase. That's absolute madness. So let's see what happens when I put a ton of points in there. I max it out all the way to 200. So we'll just fast forward through this in order to see what we end up with. I'm going to put the 200 in each one of the masteries, and it really doesn't look like we're going anywhere, honestly. So at the end of it all, let's see what I end up with. 322.8, which really isn't much. We started at 319.0. I mean, you put in all that and it did nothing. Melee damage, it didn't even go up that much. We started at 140.1 and it only went up 8.8 extra points. So that's absolutely ridiculous. At this rate, health is the one that's with just among all 3 masteries. If we get all of them done, it'll be 133.3 to max it out at 1k, and that's if 6 points, 6 ability points make 0.1. That means that we'd get 399.9 for all 3. Your max health will be 722.7, and that's not including your max damage, your max anything. I mean, melee damage alone, if we're adding that 399.9, let's say it's just 140.9, I don't think it'll even math like that. I think that the way that it works is even worse than that. You need way more points to equal zero point 0.1 of the melee damage. But if we even went with that math, it would increase to 540.8, and that's not a lot. So mastery points, obtaining mastery points is pretty much a waste of time. You're probably better off with your gear and, of course, the runes, maxing out the runes. That being said, I think it's time to kind of do some builds with the runes now that I've got a amazing amount of runes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have any builds that you like to roll with? Anything that you like to, gear-wise that you like to have, or any sort of runes that you like added to your gear and your weapons and armor, so that way you're a little more effective? And how much of a difference do you see? How many mastery points do you have, and do you see a difference? Because I really don't feel like this is going to make a difference, honestly. It's very little. It's just something to kind of keep you playing, I guess, or make you feel like you're making some sort of strides and accomplishments. Anyway, again, let me know in the comments below what you think, what you've got, what gear sets you roll with, and how effective you think they are. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one, and you know how we're going to end this.
Ya yeet!